Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a wonderful guest in studio today. It's Alissa Tripas, and she's the board chair of the Naperville Education Foundation. Many people hear Naperville Education Foundation or NEF, but we don't really know what that's all about. Tell me about it.
Well, the Naperville Education Foundation is a 501c3, so we are the philanthropic and fundraising arm for Naperville 203.
Now, another misconception, I think, is why do we need Naperville Education Foundation? We have a very affluent district and a great school district. How do you help?
Well, it's true. We have a very thriving community, but there is a misconception out there, Liz, about the actual need that exists. In our district right now, we are at about a 19% rate of students that currently receive free and reduced lunch. So where NEF comes into that is really we have two programs that really help meet that need. The first program is the Start the Day program, and that program ensures that no Naperville 203 student comes to school hungry. And that appears in a form of a breakfast snack, but just something to get them through until lunch, because we all know students that are hungry cannot be good learners. And we certainly, obviously we're all about education, and we want our students to be able to start the day the right way.
Right, and that's funded through the NEF.
It is, and then actually there was another effort that I wanted to mention too, was why do we exist? Well, in order to meet that specific need for that 19%, we have a program called Kid Booster Anonymous. And it's really a soft spot for NEF because not only was that program founded by two of our original founders for the Naperville Education Foundation, Ed Chanel and John Matzik, but that program quietly through the years has met the need of almost more than $300,000 in requests for support that families need on an emergency basis. So there might be a family that comes to us and maybe they need help with rent 1 month. We've had many issues where students might need a medical device. They can't be successful in school if they don't have this particular medical device, a cochlear implant, a wheelchair, this type of thing. And so in terms of really asking yourself today, why does the foundation exist? Certainly we exist to meet those emergency needs as well, but we exist overall to support the district above and beyond what tax dollars and the current state funding provides.
That's awesome. I think the Naperville Education Foundation gives teachers a lot of support, and they do that through a grant program where you can kind of give you can have an idea as a teacher and need a little funding, and you can write a grant.
You know what? You're absolutely right. So that program is called the Annual Grant Award Program, and we're just getting up to that point where very soon the window will open, and teachers, students, and community members will be able to submit applications for funding, especially for things that might be innovative, and of course that will benefit students in District 203. What happens is the community member, the teacher, the student, they fill out an application, and to your point, they specifically say, I'd like to do this in the classroom. And they itemize what those anticipated expenses might be, and it goes before a committee of community volunteers and trustees who evaluate that. And then with hope and luck, the grant will get funded. And this year alone, we were able to award 34 grants totaling more than $62,000. And what that really does is it does act as seed money. So it gives teachers a chance to try an idea. Oftentimes the principals always want to support their teachers, but they're not able to with their existing budgets. Right. So in comes NEF, and we're able to partner and provide that support. And I'm really excited to tell you that, we did visit about Start the Day, but that was actually a program that started out as a grant.
That's awesome. You've had lots of grants that now have gone on to be continued and find additional funding sources and have added so much to the students' education.
And we're very proud of that. We take our role at NEF very seriously. We exist to support the students in our district, and any way that we can do that, we want to. And we're in a wonderful position because of these first 25 years, we've had a lot of people who saw the role that NEF could play in a different light. And so we are able to now, as we move forward, continue some of those programs, but also be mindful that there might be other opportunities ahead as well. So we know that what we're doing is important. We know that our bottom line is kids, and we also know that we're going to be able to continue this and more as we go forward.
Well, I'm sure that those grants are going to be increasingly technology based and asking for a little bit of money to get something going, whether it be a robotics program or something like that. Or, so, you've had robotics program, and then you had a lovely reading night for Halloween.
Oh, absolutely.
Over at Elmwood.
It was that dark and spooky night at Elmwood this past year.
Yeah, so I think the variety of the grants is wonderful. Now, you're celebrating your 25th year. Tell me, how exciting is that?
We are. Oh my goodness, it is so exciting. When you take an organization of our size and looking at the scope of people that we serve, 25 years, it is a milestone, and it is worth celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of the number of students, if we were able to do some calculations, I'm sure we're, close to, I can't even imagine, thousands and thousands of students that we've helped over the past 25 years. We are in a very unique position because so many of our founders still live in our own community. So not only do we get to celebrate them, but they continue to support us, not only financially, but with great ideas and great enthusiasm. And they still serve on our committees and they still help us, which is wonderful because they're a key component to what comes next in these next 25 years. And we're planning a great community celebration, and we're hopeful that the good work that we're doing now will continue much, much farther into the next generation of students. And certainly some of our founders, their grandchildren are starting school in our district right now. So it's going to be a really wonderful opportunity for our current Board of Trustees to continue the good work of those that came before us, but to move us into the next 25 years.
Well, I think the next 25 years are going to see an increased need, much like the founders 25 years ago. You guys will step up and meet it.
Oh, absolutely we will. And those founders, when they came together, and I don't know if you remember this story, but when those founders got together, they each donated $1,000. So there were actually 70 folks that came together. So if you can imagine the vision of this group of people that came together and saw a need that I don't even know that the district knew existed already at that point. And you look at today, it's a great responsibility to continue that good work. But we are going to continue to play an even more vital role in meeting those funding needs. What the district is doing is changing. What NEF is doing is changing. But I know that we're going to be able to do it together, and we're going to be able to continue to support our students in the best way possible, but we're going to do it in a way that they need their needs met too. And we may not know what that answer is, 10 years from now, but we're going to work hard and make sure we're there for the students.
That's wonderful. Well, we wish you a lot of success in the next 25 years. We congratulate you on your first 25, and thank you so much for what you do.
Well, my goodness, we are so appreciative to have the chance to be here today, and I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity to thank the Ackerman Insurance Group, representing MEMIC Insurance, for their invitation to come and speak with you today about the work that we're doing. We've certainly appreciated their support in the past as well, but we are very appreciative to them for having us here today.
Well, it certainly does take a village to raise a child,
Absolutely.
Whether it be NEF or Dwight Ackerman and his group. So
Absolutely,
we thank you, and we're going to be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.